Right, so yeah, this car pretty much just tried to kill me, or the throttle body did. So yeah, this is the scenario. I'm going down an A road, I've accelerated quickly up to about 80 mile an hour, and as I snap the throttle shut, the car just surges forward as if like I've still got the full throttle down. So first thought is push the clutch down, done that, the car's bouncing off the limiter like a madman. So engage the engine again, and the car's speeding up pretty rapidly by that point. I think at one point I was at 105. Couldn't hold it back with the brakes because obviously the supercharger's trying to push it. You've got 400 horsepower trying to push the car forward. Blipped the throttle to see if the throttle body would reset itself. It wouldn't do that, and at this point I'm thinking, shit, if there's traffic in front, I'm a dead man. And yeah, I've got to admit that's pretty bloody scary. So then my next option was to switch the engine off, but I know there's an issue with the AEM in that if you switch the engine off, I'm not going to get the engine to run again. So I turned it off. It's like a simple case. Turned it off, the engine stopped revving, I lost power steering, I lost, so I retained vacuum on the brakes, managed to pull the car over to the hard shoulder, and then started the car up again, and it's bouncing off the limiter, going mad. So I then popped the bonnet. Obviously this is next to a 70 mile an hour dual carriageway at the bottom of a hill, which is probably the most dangerous part you can stay at. So yeah, bouncing off the limiter, switch the engine off again, open the bonnet, yank this throttle cable around a bit, and started the car up, and it's fine. And now I've managed to nurse the car home, but I have absolutely no faith in this throttle body now, because is it going to do it again? And if it does do it again, am I going to be lucky? Because that was in a clear road. If there'd been traffic, I'll be the first to admit I'd be dead, and probably the person in front of me would be dead, because I could not hold the car back on the brakes. And obviously you can push you can put it in neutral, but in my head, although it's a ridiculous thing to do, I'm thinking it's going to blow the engine up as well. So somehow, because I had time, I managed to think about what I was doing in a rational way and get the car to stop without damaging it and without crashing. So yeah, I'm going to have a look at this throttle body now and see what the hell's going on. My suspicion is that the spring is too soft, and when I'm accelerating, the bypass valve opens, dumps the air, and then the throttle body is not closing all the way and is being held open by the supercharged air. And then if that happens, then there won't be a vacuum in the intake, which then means that the bypass valve won't open, so it won't do its job. So I'm going to take that apart and have a look, but it's safe to say I will not be using this, and I won't be recommending it. Right, so I've got the throttle body open. Oh fuck, radiator's up. And I can't see anything wrong with it. But the only thing that I'm thinking is that spring. So imagine there's air pushing along, pushing through the throttle, and then air pushes it open, and that is bloody easy to push open by hand. Like, I've just got to push it a little bit. So imagine you've then got air pushing against that, pushing it open, and then it's not going to snap back again. The bypass valve is not going to open. So I'm wondering if this spring is just not strong enough, because it's definitely lighter on the foot, the spring. Thinking whether my bypass setup might be incorrect and might make the problem worse. I can't really see it myself. Where's my bypass is plumbed into the inlet manifold with a big feed. I can't see any reason why that would have caused the issue. But yeah, I'll take the throttle body off and I'll have a look. There might be something else that I'm not spotting.